and welcome to another lawn clippings video by lawnfawn. Today we are going to be using this set Happy Haunting to create kind of a fun home decor kind of idea. I had this idea ever since we created this set of having like a spooky village that could either be on my mantle, or we have a little console table when you walk in the front door of our house, so I could have like my little pumpkin set up and then these cute little spooky houses. So that's kind of the idea we had here. I already went ahead and colored and stamped out this house. This I actually had done in, I think, the Happy Haunting introduction video. And all I did was use 2 gray markers. It's not fancy at all, and I didn't blend it that much. You can see there. I kind of kept it kind of messy looking. I think it looks kind of cute. It kind of adds a little kind of dirtiness to it. But you could color the house in any way that you would like. Browns, purples. I mean, you could get really fun with the colors. Kind of purples and greens for Halloween too. So really, really fun. And I had originally colored these in yellow because I wanted the windows, because I wanted that glow effect. But we're going to try to get that glow effect using a battery operated tea light. So I'm working on one of these self-healing mats here, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see. And all I'm going to do is so one part I have to cut out is this part here, because it's kind of this white part where this beam stands, and then we're going to cut out all the windows. So all you need to do, and I'm not the best with an X-Acto knife, but you just kind of follow the lines and use a nice stroke, and if you need to repeat going across your cut, then that's fine. And so I've got this cut here and it goes straight through. So I'm going to keep going and doing that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've used my X-Acto knife to cut out all my little windows, and as you can see, I definitely am not the oh, here, focus. Okay, I'm not the best, so you can see all the little white marks in there. Well, all I do is I take a marker, and any marker would work for this, and to tell you the truth, I actually really like using one of these Stamper big brush pens, because the brush kind of stays really stiff, and so I don't make any mistakes. So I actually really like using this. So I just go around real carefully and fill in the edges. But really, any marker would do, your Copics, anything like that. And so I'm just going to go through and keep filling in and just kind of making this look like I'm a whiz with the X-Acto knife. Okay, so now I've colored everything in black, and you can see there, now it looks like I'm this expert cutter. It looks really, really clean and professional. So the next part would be to add vellum behind these windows. I do not have any vellum. I don't know how that's possible, and clearly I need to get myself to a craft store quickly and pick up some, but I did have some calligraphy paper which kind of has the same properties, so I'm going to use that. And what I'm going to do is just kind of, I'm not worried about how the back of the house looks, because it's just going to stand up, you know, where you're not going to see what's going on in the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and take little pieces of vellum and just cut them, or calligraphy paper in this case, and just cut them up and use a little glue to glue them around the window. So what I'm going to do is just take some glue and kind of go around these windows just like that, and just add some glue just all the way around, so that I know that my sort of faux vellum here will be held in place. And then we're going to keep doing that on all of the windows. So right quickly here to show you. We can put this one on, and anything that's hanging over like that we can just cut off later, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm just going to glue that down and keep going. Okay, so I've adhered all my faux vellum on, and what we're going to do is just kind of, and it's just messy, but like I said, it won't matter because no one's going to see the back of the house. And so now there's just a little couple parts sneaking out there, so I'm just going to cut those right off. So now we have this great kind of, kind of see-through paper there going on the house. So now the next part that we need to make for the house is sort of a stand-up base, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting a little tea light like this, and you want to use the battery operated tea light. Don't use fire because this is paper and that would be a bad combination. So the idea is we're going to have this candle behind here, and when it's dark out, you can kind of see there when I take away the light there that it's going to glow through the windows and be a really cool spooky scene. So these are like super cheapy ones. I can't remember where we found them. I want to say I found them like Target or something like that. You can find them all in different stores. So what you're going to want to do is just grab just any old piece of cardstock. I'm just going to cut this one down here. And we don't have to make this perfect or anything like that, but we're just going to kind of go ahead and kind of mess around with the sizes here. So we need a 3 1/4 inch long piece. So I'm just going to go, 1, 2, 3 1/4, and I'm just going to cut it straight down. I'm not even going to bother with the trimmer because this really doesn't need to be perfect. So there we go. We have our 3 1/4 inch piece. And then the next thing we're gonna want to do is cut this down to 5/8. So we're gonna go through and measure 5/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just cut that there. Just like that. Like this is, I mean, obviously if you want it to be nice and neat, you could use the trimmer and everything. I'm just doing this real fast and easy. And then the next thing we want to do is we're going to want to score at 1 3/4 inch. So this time I'm going to be fancy only because I just love my Martha Stewart scoring board so much. I use it whenever I can. So we're just going to get this out here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay. And we're going to score at 1 3/4. So right here, just like that. And when I use the Martha Stewart board, I like to use this little stylus. I got it at a local craft store because I think it gives kind of a cleaner impression than the little bone folder it comes with. So there's that. And then we're going to have a nice fold there. And then what we want to do is we're going to want to cut apart so that this top part just has 1/4 inch on it. So let's see, there we go. So we're going to go through and put a little cut mark right at 1/4 inch, just like that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to cut all the way down to that score line, just like that, and then cut this part just like here. And you know, I was explaining it, but it goes really fast to make one of these. And the reason we're doing that is because we don't want this paper to show through the windows, and the only way to do that is to have about 1/4 inch wide piece. But we still want to have a nice base for the house. So that's kind of the thought process behind that. So the next part that we're going to do is add some adhesive right onto here. What you're going to do is you're going to line up the scoring mark with this bottom part right here. Not the stairs, because we're going to fold the stairs up. Just the bottom part of the porch right there. So we're going to take that score line, line it up, and then we'll make sure we're not covering up any windows. And we'll look through real fast to make sure that right there, so you kind of take it and turn it to the light. So for me, my light's kind of coming behind me, and now I can make sure and see that I'm seeing through all these windows. So now we have a little base for our house to stand on. So it's already looking like this. Now the problem we have is these stairs are in the way. So all I'm going to do is just take the stairs and fold them up right along the line of the porch, just like that. Just bending the cardstock. And now it's going to look like the stairs. It kind of gives an extra little 3D element, if you can see there. And I'll film this from the other side too so you guys can see. But you know, it's folded up just like that. And so now we have a nice standing house, just like that. And that we can put our tea light behind. So I'm just kind of giving you the overhead view, but we're gonna have the tea light right behind there. And the great thing about the vellum is it blurs out the look of the tea light. If you didn't have the vellum there, you would see this little white plastic piece. And then also the vellum kind of helps it give that funky kind of glow look. So it looks really, really cute. And what's great about it is when you're looking at it from the front view, which is how you'll see it on a mantle or whatever for Halloween decorations, all that you will see is this house. So you won't see any of the stand or the vellum pieces on the back or anything. And then you could also add all sorts of fun things. You could add little vellum ghosts around and a moon and this. You could take, you know, just kind of, you know, go to your local craft store and find some kind of stuff that kind of looks like pieces of ground and stuff and create a whole village, which I think would be really, really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off its stand and show you guys this this nice house in a darker area so you can see how fun it glows. Okay, so here we are taking a look at our spooky house in action. It looks so adorable with the tea light behind it. You can see the great glow. All we did is I just added some of my little pumpkins that I have and then a big pumpkin behind the house. And the great part about that is that the pumpkin actually reflects the light of the tea light kind of back at us and creates an even spookier look. And remember to use a battery operated tea light. Don't use any kind of candle with fire on this, but it just looks adorable. It'll be perfect for your mantles or little entrance tables for Halloween decorations. I can't wait to make more of these spooky houses so I have a whole village going on. If you guys try this, we would love to see it. Make sure to add it to our Flickr group. We'll put the link down below in the YouTube information section, and we can't wait to see what you make. And thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.